This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel and I am coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband, my 2 children and my 2 puppy dogs, and our brand new addition. We recently, at the weekend, got a little hamster. That is Martha's Christmas present, and she is called Rocket, and she is a Syrian hamster, and she is fluffy and has the cutest, sweetest little face. So I have plonked myself in a different spot. Yes, plonked myself in the Christmas tree just for now. I did, before I jump in, if you want to find me on the internet, my name is this_Knitty_life on Instagram, and I am Reward on Ravelry, and I will put my doobly-doo thing here. But yes, I am by the Christmas tree. It is looking, just in hindsight, very sorry for itself. I did have a fight with it the other day, trying to turn some lights off at midnight after I was up far too late reading, and the tree fell over. And then I tried to pick it up and obviously it all separated, and then my husband has put it back together, but I feel like he has twisted it. So there's like 3 bulbs on one branch, but I've not actually yet fixed that. And I have a Christmas scene on the telly. I have a small floofy dog down here with me. So I just wanted to jump in and show you a little bit of progress. Actually, the kitchen table's frankly a complete mess, so I thought I would come and record over here, so I hope it is okay. I just had my hair done and my brows done, which are particularly dark. Didn't realise how dark they were until I got on here. Probably should wipe them down a little bit, but never mind. It's done now. So I do have a finished object, however I don't have it with me. I did finish my mum's Sunset Highway by Caitlin Hunter. I will insert a picture. My mum and my sister came at the weekend, and yeah, I managed to get it finished. Just slogged through the sleeves. She's going to block it. Otherwise, if she's going to wait for me to block it, you know, I'm slow. But yeah, it fits really nicely. It's a nice length on her. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's coming out, but you've got to be seriously on my knit list to get a 4-ply jumper. But she did arrive wearing the one I gave her for Christmas last year. I don't know if she's expecting another one for Christmas, but she's not getting one. So yeah, that went down really well and I'm really pleased. Yeah, they came to visit at the weekend, so I could go to my knit group, which I go to in Headingley, which is run by my friend Gwen. It was the Christmas one. Been a bit wobbly of late, so I didn't know whether I was actually going to manage to make it or not, but they said they'd come down and watch the kids so I could go. So I actually dropped them off at a farm nearby, Meanwood Valley Farm, and they went to, there was like a Christmas craft fair on at the same time. So I dropped them off there, then I went for a couple of hours and then came back and picked them up. So yeah, that was really nice. Speaking of which, at the Christmas fair, at the knit group, we did a bit of a yarn swap. So I left some very neutrally pastel minis and I got these. I'll show you. How nice are these? So this one's 4-ply. If it wants to focus, this is It's a Stitch Up. And this one underneath, I'm not sure who it is, but that is a DK. Again, this is It's a Stitch Up, and this is, looks like the same base as that other one. So yeah, super. You see how well that focused just then? Check me out. Yeah, so that was a nice Brucey bonus. I didn't stay long enough for all of the quizzes and things that they put on, so Gwen always does a knitting quiz there, but unfortunately, yeah, I had to get back because try and skip this, because my parents live in the northeast. They don't like driving in the dark, basically. Well, my sister lives in Richmond, but she was taking my mum back. So yeah, I don't have any knitwear on today. Well, I do. This is Run and Fly. I got this from Vinted last year. But yep, I still have my pyjama bottoms on, my popsy ones, and my popsy dress. And oh, terrible state of my slippers, my elf slippers. Yes, anyway. So I thought I would just fill you in on what I've been up to. I made some good progress on some of my projects and I have cast a couple on. Actually, I do feel like I'm missing something, but I think it's maybe just because it hasn't been ages since our podcast. And dare I say, I have been attempting some little vlogs. Nothing's actually gone up yet, but I've got like a little bit of footage, which is just from maybe last week, earlier last week, which I might put on the end, maybe about 10 minutes or so. But you know, a little bit of in the moment knitting. So yeah, maybe I'll share that. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm going to show you the mittens before I forget the pattern. So I'm doing these as a present for my biggest sister. I've got two sisters. My oldest sister, she's very old. These are a pair of DK mittens. So this is in Bird Street yarn. I think it's called Duchess, and the pattern is called, I think it's called Point Edward Mitts. It's a free pattern. I'll write it down because I can't remember. So I've got as far, in theory, the pattern has you knit this double and fold it over, and knit the top double and fold it over, and then you're supposed to knit the thumbs really long and then fold them over, but I didn't. But yeah, so I mentioned on the last one, I saw a picture of my sister on Facebook, and she had some mittens on that I'd knit like donkeys ago. So I've made her some new ones. I was actually knitting these at Knit Group the other day, and everyone's like, well, they're very sedate for you. But yes, they are a gift, but it's just a basic pattern. I think it's a cast on 40, and then just make one left and right for the thumb, like that. Yeah, so there's some tiny bits of speckling in there. So I just need to do the thumbs really. But yeah, pleased with how those have come out. Super duper. So I just thought I'd put a bit of a disclaimer now. I'm not actually going to show you any advents because I've opened them all out of order, and I know that I think some people were a bit freaked out in case I spoilt it. Like I opened number 24, my Die Candy one, yesterday. I don't think I've opened it today. But I'm not going to show you any. I have opened all of my Spectrum. It is completely gorgeous, as to be expected. But I'm not going to show you them because I don't want you to have to worry. So yeah, they're nearly done. So I just need my thumbs. So that is an imminent job. In my cute, cute, cute polar bear bag. This is by Bertie and Poppet. So I jumped on the bandwagon of some self-striping socks. So I got these from Fab Funky Fibres. They did still have some. So this is, I can't remember what it's called, but look how much I've done. You gotta like cover my face to get it in focus, and I can't see if it's in focus. Yeah, so I'm just on this one now. So, where am I? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, I got this the other day. It came really fast. You get the yellow, and then you get the heel colour, which I think is green. Bit of green, and then a bit of brown. So in theory, it's supposed to be like a tree. So the star, the trunk, and the toes. I don't know if I'll have brown toes though. I'm not too sure about that. And it was a 50 gram. So I say I've wound it in half. It's not. It's really not. But me and my husband Rob went to see Wicked the other day. Martha, my daughter, is really keen to see it, but my little boy Theo wouldn't sit for that long, and sometimes it's just awkward to kind of get them watched, basically. So the plan is that we would go and see it. We've not told her, and then I would probably go again with her to watch it. So yeah, we did that on Friday. It was really good. I did my cuff, so my cuff was ready, and then I managed to get that full length in the cinema, which I'm really pleased. It is an exceptionally long film. It's like 2 hours 40. So obviously with driving to the cinema and then some trailers and whatnot, yeah, I managed to get that. So that they're both actually ready for the heels now. The second one I really wanted doing, so I got that far, and I thought I'm going to cast on the cuff so it's ready. So that night I cast on the cuff, and then the other day I just sat and read, and I got super duper far. So this is 2.25. I think it's a 56 cast on, and I sat. It was the night I had a fight with a tree. Yeah, so I just sat and read a book, a Christmassy book, of course. Yeah, and I managed to get through loads of it actually, so I'm really pleased. So yeah, they just need the heel. So I don't know whether to do a heel, flap and gusset, I know they fit best, but they take so long. And I've got a couple of pairs of socks that are stuck at that point. So I'm kind of feeling a bit worried about doing it and then I'm getting them stuck. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that. So that's Fab Funky Fibres, which most people know. But yeah, I have seen people obviously do a stripe a day thing. Which is very nice. Quite a few people have got like yarn badger and stuff, which isn't terribly stripy, I don't think, this year. I have been watching some vlogs, things that have caught my eyes. The What Mustard Made one, which I think I mentioned in the last one. She is releasing those as they kind of come out, I think. So if you go on her website, she's got quite a few offers on there at the minute as well of some things. I know she would appreciate any custom. But yeah, they're really nice. I've been quite jealous of that. Is it James Makes Yarn? Of the weekly one. They're completely gorgeous. So yeah, I was feeling a bit left out. So I did a purchase and I purchased this. So this is green lambkin. And I can't remember what colour it is. It's Christmas coloured, it's sparkly, it's DK, fair. It's not Fairy Lights. There was this one and then there was a more speckled one. Can't remember what it is. And that Christmas something or other. But yeah, that's a sparkly one and that's going to be socks. So it's got some coloured speckles in it every now and again. But I think what I might do is I might do like, instead of red, like pinky, either a neon pink or something like that on the cuffs. But I'm going to do them quite long. I want quite a long leg because I do tend to wear my boots and I've been finding that they come down basically. So I'm going to try and do these with a long leg, but just a plain vanilla from, is it the Sock Lady? You know who I mean. I've literally just had her podcast on. Crazy Sock Lady. There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So I normally do that on 3mm, 3.25, but they're normally quick. But what I want to focus on at the minute is I've been focusing on my jumper. I'll show you that in a second too. So this is my winter doodle. So this is how it is looking. Maybe go this way. So yeah, I'm on the body now. So when I last spoke, we were here, somewhere in the trees. Hide your face, Rachel. We were somewhere in the trees. This is my last night's progress. So I've done this today. So I think what I'm going to do is have a couple more blips of the colour. I know it looks short, but I don't wear trousers, so they're always with dresses, so it's not a problem. So I think I'm going to go into do 2 more colours. So I'm nearly ready for the next lot of colours. See me trying to peek, see if it's in focus. I'm going to do another lot of colours and then I think it's 4 or 5 or whatever, and then another colour and then the rib. But yeah, that looks super good. If it'll focus, come on Rachel. Anyway, yeah, I'm pleased with my progress. That's quite a bit. I think it's maybe been, I literally have only picked it up quite recently. I picked it up straight after the podcast, which I think was maybe 2 weeks ago, and got the colour work bit done and then just kind of paused. And I was like, am I going to be able to get it done? Am I not going to be able to get it done? And kind of having a bit of a panic over that. But I might well get it done. I'm pretty much playing some yarn chicken as well. So we'll see what I manage. I'm not quite sure. I do feel like I've definitely forgotten something. I think it's just because I've been opening advents and I'm not showing them at the minute. So yeah, I've kept my full skein of Spectrum Fibre, which came with the advent, and I'm going to try and keep that for Christmas, I think. Still a bit undecided on what I'm going to make just yet. My die candy is coming along nicely. That was like a beaches and sunsets theme. I guess something that has surprised me is there's not one single speckle, which I didn't expect in the die candy advent. So I'm not sure I missed something, and they said it would be they're not even semi-solid, solid colours. But I don't know whether, I've been watching Giddy Yarn's podcast lately, and she had a really nice, I think it was the 4-ply Tolster tee, and she just had a grey, and then she striped some advent colours down. So I don't know whether I might actually do that. I've not done a full ply for a very long time, obviously apart from my mum's. So I might well do that, I'm not quite sure. I've got so many shawls is the problem. Like, I know a shawl seems to be quite a quick option, but I do have so many shawls. And then I wear my, more than anything, I wear my litmus cowl. So yeah, still pondering on that, but you know, I've still got what, it's the 17th of December today. Did I mention that? Tuesday the 17th of December. Yeah, so still like a week to go. So I think that's maybe, dare I say, all there is. That was very, very brief. Like I said I do have this vlog thing that I'll attach to the end. I think if it looks any good and if I can figure out how to do it. Generally I need Martha to do that kind of stuff. They are flying on their last week of school. We've got the Christmas performance tomorrow. Martha said, we've only practiced once and we're just singing songs. She's always highly critical of it. There's no costumes, there's no acting, we've just got to sing. So it's basically just like an assembly. And it's our last one and blah, blah, blah. She's in year 6. So she's very upset about that. I think that's in the morning. So I am off work at the minute, so I should be able to make that, hopefully. So I'll make sure to take some knitting because normally there's a lot of waiting around to get in. So they go in at like 20 to 9 and often it starts at 9. So it's not very good for the anxious soul who doesn't really like crowds and busy places and noise. So we'll see how we get on, see how I'm feeling tomorrow. It's up and down at the minute. So yeah, I've got today I want to get this done. I've got to go and pick up some vintage parcels from the shop. I was going to do some wrapping, but I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. I'm coming in waves, peaks and troughs of how I'm feeling. I've got lots to do, but it's actually physically making myself do it is quite the tricky thing, and I'm quite kind of content with my little puppy dog. I've watched Muppets Christmas Carol already today. I did have Scrooged on, but he was a bit too angry and shouty for my mood, so I turned him off. And then I had the Santa Claus one, the old one, is it? I can't even think, the really old one, not the Tim Alton one. Anyway, but I didn't really love that either, so I'll put a podcast back on. I'll watch Muppets Christmas Carol and then I put a podcast on. So just had some soup, should you need to know these things. And yeah, I think that's about it, really. I did manage to wangle my husband. It's my birthday in 2 weeks, well, 13 days. I did wangle my husband into buying something, and I said, I don't get paid till Friday. So I said, you can either tell me I owe you the money, give me it for Christmas, give me it for my birthday, or give it to someone else to give me for one of those things, or I'll pay you back on payday. But I got the Lonely Knitter's new Wicked colourway. So she's got a mini set and the skeins are gorgeous. So I went with the DK Lux mini set. I know he's ordered it because he told me. And I think when that arrives, I'm tempted to buy some of the full skeins actually. I really did enjoy Wicked. My husband pointed out that it was quite a school dynamic to start off with, which a lot of it is in school where they first meet, and it is like the popular kids and then the, you know, obviously the not popular green girl. But I did really enjoy it, and I think maybe just because at the minute mentally I'm feeling like I need that kind of everyone's against you, you've got to be strong and keep going kind of attitude. So when Defying Gravity came on, which I have seen the show a couple of times at the theatre, it was just good. So I have been listening to it as a bit of a mood booster and like, right, I can do this, I can do brave scary things. I can't quite remember I can't remember at all, to be honest, what happens in the second half, other than obviously I know she dies because it says she does, but I kind of could do with some spoilers. I feel like the next one's going to be a bit more angsty. I didn't like the monkey scenes, but I've always been scared of those flying monkey things, not really my favourite. But yeah, really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. We'll hopefully go and see Moana 2 as well. Theo's not bothered, so again, that's me and Martha probably, which means me and my knitting, which is always nice. But that's kind of it really. I've got a few bits and bobs to show you from things we've been doing. Went to some local Christmas lights, which were very small the other day, but we've not done a huge amount really. We're thinking of maybe going to Lotherton Hall, which is somewhere in Leeds. Everything's just so expensive. Like we looked at going doing, there's some lights at Temple Newsham, which is nearby, and it's like pushing £100, and it's like, yeah, it'd be pretty, but the kids would probably be too overstimulated. It'd be really busy. Some things you just kind of hype up in your mind and then you actually do them. But even just like we looked at another one and it was like £55 a ticket per person, and it's just like, this is ridiculous. Like, they'd rather go jumping, frankly. Feels dying to go there. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to try and squeeze another little update pretty soon. I would really like this jumper finish. That would be super nice. Just looking at the date, I've got a date thing that you change around over there. It's Theo's favourite thing ever. And then the weather changes as well. So every time the weather does something different, he gets up and changes the thing. So yeah, I hope everyone's going along. Oh, a tiny thing I thought I'd show you. This is Rachel Ellen. Look at this pen. It's so super cute. It was just in one of the cute local shops and it's got snow in it. So we picked that up the other day. I've not got my Christmas nails on yet. That's also on my list of things to do. But if I can get the lid off. We did actually go into an independent shop. It's called With Love. It's in Oakwood. And they had the rings that I always rave about. These rings. And they're interchangeable. And they actually were stopping selling them. So they've all got 50% off, which is insane. So I did actually pick a ring out and a couple of, I call them baubles, a couple of baubles, because with my mum and my sister, for either Christmas or my birthday. I forget which one. So if I don't get them for Christmas, then I get them for my birthday 5 days later. But yeah, they picked those out. Well, I picked them out and they bought them. So that was really nice. So yeah, a bit garbled, but I have just kind of winged it. So I hope this position's okay. I think it seems to be all right. I'm reasonably sat up, and things like that. But yeah, I hope everyone's managing with the festive season. I get that it's a lot. It's a lot. It really rather is, but I hope you're managing to find some time for yourself, and have a little read or an audiobook or a bath or a bit of knitting, or I say walk the dogs, but I find that incredibly stressful because Wilma's like a sleigh dog. I don't really get the appeal of taking them out, frankly, because they're hard work. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I either will or won't stick this bit on the end. Maybe I will because I did edit it, and Martha actually did me a little Vlogmas screen thing actually. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. I really do appreciate it. That darn number keeps on wobbling on 799 and 800, and then I got to 805 the other day, and then I went all the way back down to 798, and I'm like, please subscribe. It would really make me happy. So thank you very much for joining me. Please take care, and I hope to speak to you soon. Goodbye. Have I mentioned how much I dislike 3-colour colour work? So there's this little face appearing, our little polar bear, but I guess I'm probably not set up in the best position. I am just squished on the sofa. Normally I would like to do 3 colours on the table, but this is what we're doing. But yeah, really pleased with how this is looking. A little snowman, a little candy cane type stripe, and this, I'm not actually sure. I think generally we're having communal hats lately. They fit kind of everyone. So yeah, this is super cute. Okay, this is how we are looking. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done this candy cane stripe because now we're very much ready for the decreases. So probably going to have to be a very rapid decrease here. Otherwise it's going to end up being too big. Do like the snowman though. That took ages. Look at this Knitty adventure. Yeah, pleased with how that's doing. It's my polar bear, but you're not really going to see him now. I'm not ripping him out, but that's a shame, isn't it? I was thinking of folding the brim over. I'll think about that. We are out in the rain. It is due to rain and rain and rain and rain. So we came out now, didn't we? They're going to be horribly muddy anyway. But yeah, just having a little, I say run. They're not running at all, but sniffing's all good for them too. Someone once said that sniffing is like social media for dogs. Like, it doesn't look like they achieve much, but yeah, I thought, oh, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Right, I have picked up this jumper. Someone wants her dinner, don't you? I've just started this one on Netflix. Merry something or other. So I'm just in the middle of a tree. I know you're hungry. We're in the middle of a tree, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, just in the middle of the tree. So I'd like to get this tree finished. I can't do it while I'm reading because I need to concentrate. I've got the book, which is what this pattern is from. I know. Wilma. Come on then. Ah! Thank you. Oh, my face. Mixed it up, and today we have 15. I know. What is it? I know.
No treat for you.
Nice. I have 2.
Satisfying. I got a pudding.
You've not got one, doggies.
Why not coming up on the side?
Oh, Elf doesn't come every year. Leave.
He
He does. Yummy. Good morning. We are now on the 6th of December. So I seem to be doing this. I seem to be kind of just making a few videos here and there. So I guess we'll just see how it goes and see if anything actually pans out. I've cast on the tiny weeny snowman in these gorgeous fine fish yarns. In hindsight, I probably should have held it double because I'm on 2.25s. They are small. So yeah, I'm just doing that now. I had a crazy storm here last night. It was wild and windy, but it's quite bright today. I really need to get on top of doing some of the decorations. We've got mountains of them, and Rob, my husband, is really keen to get the boxes back in the loft before they then have to come back down to be put away, which is fair enough. I think they've been down for 3 weeks now. So that's going to be my goal for today and tomorrow, I think. And then he's off on Sunday, so you can put them back in the loft. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I went for a crazy pink eyeshadow today, just because why not? So yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, I have decided to cake this up. I've had this one for a long time. It's by Mr. B. It's called Duchess. It is DK. It does have some tiny weeny speckles in it. I did just spot some red there. So I'm going to cake this up now. I'm just making some dinner. You will not see much of me making dinner because I cannot literally remember the last time I did it. Yeah, so I'm going to cake this up now. I've got my electric ball winder kicking about over there. And this is going to be some mittens for my sister. Okay. So in theory I can just leave this running, put the Christmas tree here, so now everything from over here is now dumped over here and on the floor. So in theory I can just leave that and just keep my ear out while I saute. Okay, and that's done. Super duper quick. So I just, maybe not with one hand. There we go. Now I need a pattern. Right, just before we call it a day, this is my advent calendar from Jen, from Castleview Yarns. This is 2 years ago. This is the mermaids one. I have held it together with undyed mohair. I can't remember what it is now. It's not a lento. Is it a stripes? Not actually quite sure. It's got a bit rubbed up now. I do wear it quite a lot. But yeah, it's a bit oversized really. But yeah, super nice.
Yeah, but don't have a drink. Warm chocolate. Like some warm chocolate. I would like some. Look, it's steaming.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Blowing away the steam.
Who is it? Who did we pick?
Look, Daddy. It's the little brown one.
Hello. Yay, that's my favourite.
Oh, you said you didn't tell me your
No, I
favourite.
was going to tell you at
Oh,
the time.
Oh, you like that tunnel, do you? You like that tunnel?
She's gone.
Some of your bedding in. Said we're putting bedding in helps.
So I hope you enjoyed my little Vlogmas. I'm aware that a couple of them are the wrong way around. Should I continue? We've got 8 days until Christmas. Shall I do a little bit more, depending on how we're doing? I don't tend to do things terribly interesting, but we liked. I knit quite a bit. Yeah, let me know what you thought, and if you'd like me to do that. I try not to. Obviously, the kids are always there, but I try not to make them kid heavy because I don't tend to like watching kid heavy ones myself, dare I say. I'm with kids an awful lot, but yeah, thank you very much for watching, and that's it. Bye. Oh yes, I did forget to I did finish my hat, which I forgot to put on my finished object, my polar bear hat. We have been wearing it. I will try and add something of that as well, but I need to somehow mix the podcast and the vlog up and see if I can do that in CapCut too, but it's nearly pick up time, so my little editor child will be back soon. But yeah, I hope you liked it. It was fun to do, but it is hard to remember to do it. Dare I say. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do any more.